Hello everyone, welcome to the Psychic Gym. Woo! Yeah, okay, before I go into the gist of today's video, you notice I'm wearing a black round neck instead of my usual turtleneck. Okay, so the point I'm trying to make is tell me if you prefer me wearing the turtleneck or you're okay with me making subsequent videos with this round neck. Yeah, so I'll be looking out for your answers in the comment section. Alright, yeah, there is a story of a renowned writer, Mary O. Flannery, who wrote her best books after or during the period when she was about to die because she was diagnosed with SLE, systemic lupus erythematosus, and this is a condition which is very fatal and incurable. Yeah, so her best books were written during that period of her life, and she wrote her last book feeling fulfilled. All right, so now most of the time we tend to avoid the topic death. We tend to shy away from thinking about death. Okay, so now how can we you know how can we live the best life? How can you live the best life without having to be in that situation whereby you know that okay, you have few months to live. Okay, so these few months you have to live, you have to enjoy yourself. You can live life without having to be in that position. Okay, so in this video I've made out 5 ways, 5 strategies, 5 things you can apply to your life to live a more fulfilling life even with the consciousness of your mortality, of death. All right, so the first thing the first thing that you have to be conscious of, or the first thing rather that you have to do to live a life that is more fulfilling, is live each day like it was your last. Live each day like it were your last. Try to view things, look at the birds chirping, look through your window, and look at these things like you're going to be seeing them for the last time. You see how many details you notice that you missed out just when you didn't do this. Yes, Kento, the 14th century Japanese writer, once wrote, and I'm going to read that from my notes. He said, "If man were never to fade away like the dews of Adashino, never to vanish like the smoke over Toribeyama, but lingered on forever in the world, how things would lose their power to move us. The most precious thing in life is its uncertainty." Yeah, what he's saying here is if we look at life, we live life without a consciousness of death, there's no death. Things will lose, things will move, things around us or people around us won't seem as important as they should be. Yeah, so that is the purpose of living each day like that was the last, or it was going to be your last day on earth. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So the next thing you have to do is awaken the shortness of life. Remember when you get a deadline, and you see yourself finishing projects in a very short period of time, shorter than you would have been, or you would have completed this project if there was no deadline involved. If there was no deadline involved, yeah, you can picture what I'm talking about, right? So this deadline was the factor that made it possible for you to achieve those goals, to finish that project. So you should live life with that mindset that there's a deadline, and now this deadline is the day you die. You see that you see that you live life with the mind that there are many projects to be finished, there are relationships to be worked on, there are experiences to be enjoyed. Yeah. And now when you're talking about life being short, it might make you to okay think that okay, since life is short, then I'll get involved in life destructive activities like getting too drunk or getting involved in hard drugs. But yes, life is short. These activities will only make that short life very miserable. So don't take this as an avenue to involve yourself in self-destructive acts, but instead an avenue to better your life and the life of people around you, because there is little time. There is very little time to live. There's a very little amount of time for you. So awaken yourself to the shortness of this life. Yeah. So the third thing is see the mortality in everyone. See the mortality in everyone. Yeah. Just take a look at the passers-by and the pedestrians in your city or wherever you are, and just look at them and imagine that in the next 100 years, both you and all of them would be long gone, dead and buried. Can you imagine how that feels? That is it. If you can live life with this mindset that okay, we are all related by death, the common mortality between you and your neighbor, you see yourself finding it even easier to empathize with them, to show love, because in the end we're all going to die. So why not enjoy the best times with ourselves even while we are alive? The next thing is you embrace all pain and suffering. I know this is very hard to do because, and the thing is, life is very, very, life is full of pain and suffering, and it's inevitable. You always feel pain, you always feel sorrow, you always fall sick, you always find yourself in very depressing situations. But you have to see these situations as an avenue to grow and to strengthen yourself. Yeah, when you fall sick, you should see that time as a period to just relax and see the world and enjoy the world from a point of calmness. When you go through failure, you should see it as an experience that will help you to grow. Yes, and this doesn't now mean that having this mindset will make you feel less pain mentally or physically. No, but it will only help you to reduce that body that you carry, to reduce it even as you work towards getting better, getting stronger in that field which you felt weak or which you failed. The last and final thing is open your mind to the sublime. The Latin origin of the word sublime is up to the threshold. Okay, there are many things that we can't fathom, and when we look at the night sky, we see how little we are compared to the vast sky. Or we stand at the feet of the mountain, and you stand at the feet of the mountain and you feel so little. You know, embrace this. This is the same feeling you have when you think about death. Embrace this sublimity and enjoy every moment you have. You know, through this sublime feeling, you should know how little you are in this whole universe and enjoy that littleness. Yeah, enjoy that littleness. Live each day like it was your last. You know, see the mortality, the common mortality between you and your neighbors. Awaken to the shortness of life. Embrace all pain and adversity, and open up your mind to the sublime. Yeah, when you do these things, when you do these five things, and you work on them each and every day, you see that you are living a fulfilled life. You see yourself being happier, and when peradventure you see yourself in the deathbed, you'll be happy and you'll be ready, to live, because you've lived your best life on earth, and you lived a fulfilled life. All right, so that's all I'm talking about. That's all for this video. Yeah, so as I will always say, don't forget to stay inside.